Ciao a tutti, bentornati su canale nox666us. Siamo qua con, credo, l'ultima parte di The Witcher 3 Blood and Wine, o come chiamato in italiano gli amici del vino. E io direi di incominciare subito dal punto lasciato oggi pomeriggio. Scusate per questa tosse. Allora, parla con gli uccelli per far sapere adesso dove mi incontrerete.
Tell Regis to meet me in the palace. We need to get to the playroom.
Ah, qui sono i vampiris, vabbè. Incontra Regis a palazzo. Io dai coglioni. Non voglio consumare troppa innanzitutto voglio vedere. Non ho fatto nessun cambiamento da oggi perché non ho avuto tempo di giocarci. Ops, scusate, ho sbagliato una cosa. Mi sono scordato di mettere la live, ok, la chat della live, va bene. Volevo vedere un attimo gli unguenti. Era questa, quello che è rigenerazione del vigore. Questo invece dava resistenza, vitalità. Questo, quella dei colpi critici, ce n'era una che rigenerava, questo dopo i colpi. Ogni segno non mi interessa, subire danni fa aumentare resistenza al danno, anche qui non è male. Viene respinto su chi è attaccato, quella è ottima. Il danno inflitto aumenta quando la vitalità è al massimo, è eccezionale. C'è la rigenerazione della vitalità, vabbè. Questa col personale quando un singolo colpo causa una perdita più di un terzo. Poi c'è questa qua, il drone non attaccano, aumenta l'abilità massima. Bufera di neve migliorata, no, non mi importa. Questo qui è per i segni. C'è la generazione di punti adrenalina. No, questa qua è ottima. No, torna qua. Sono 280 su 286. Vabbè, niente, non posso prendere. Comunque quella bianca.
Ground splattered with blood for a few feet.
Come ho fatto per caso? Piatti di rompermi i marrioni. Perché ho il sangue nero che per loro è tossico a manetta e quindi un'altra di sta rompicazzo. Ah no, sto robo qua. Non riesco a fare aumentare gli stack a manetta, pazzesco. Provo ad pulire la stanza qua perché sennò i guerrieri potrebbero non farcela, che sono messi male sti coglioni, almeno uccido tutto.
Kind of you to summon me. I thank you wholeheartedly. Beyond the door's the playroom. Found one of my brethren sniffing about. I made sure he'd stay out of our way.
Shit. Probably meant to stand guard at Anna Henrietta's personal request. Locked. Of course. Regis, better not have a fist fight with this door. Would you mind?
Cristo, ce l'hai messo del tempo per aprirmela.
Thanks.
At your service.
Via, dai coglioni.
Utter silence. No one here.
We should look around. At
Questo qui ce l'ho anche in casa, anch'io, simile.
Something inside? Nope. Empty.
Si può chiudere sta porta? No, Scherzi di gnomi, ma che è sta roba?
Well, well. A key tucked behind a picture.
Chiave d'oro.
A tin knight.
Rotting horse. Rather worn. I suppose we'll need more searching and less chatting, please.
Wooden duck. Somebody broke its wings off. Nice tune.
Indeed, pleasant. It's a shame the mechanism. Mirror, mirror on the wall. I despise
We need your tableware. And plush toys. Cute.
Via dai coglioni te. Madonna santa! Qui cosa c'è che brilla?
A
Esame?
tin knight.
Vabbè. Sti nobili. Esame.
Nothing under the carpet.
Did you expect something? Apart from the dust swept under there by lazy chambermaid.
3 specchi. Qui non c'è niente. Sbloccato. Lì c'è un libro, prima di guardare quel libro lì, diario.
What the? Found a notebook. Property of Isabelle de Roquefort, court governess. The notes of Siana and Anna Henrietta's governess when they were little.
I'm not sure it will help, but I suppose there's no harm in leafing through them.
Siana gave me a drawing today
Charming.
of freshly decapitated bodies covered in blood.
Perhaps not so much.
I asked her why ever she would draw such a thing. Her Highness claimed it was a rendering of nightmares which have plagued her for as long as she can remember. Siana does wake up screaming nearly every night, save when she shares a bed with Henrietta. Curse of the Black Sun. Supposedly girls afflicted by it had horrible dreams. Kind of horrible that made some of them go mad. The girls quarreled today. I must note rather sadly they did not behave as befits future ladies. The incident devolved into fisticuffs. Anna Henrietta was first to strike her sister. Siana gave back as good as she'd gotten. By the time I separated them, Henrietta had lost 2 teeth. She ran off to complain to her parents. His Grace the Duke refused to believe my version of events. He laid all the blame on Siana and vowed to punish the little one harshly. Henrietta did her best to have her sister's sentence commuted, but the Duke and Duchess proved unbending.
Once you're labeled a black sheep, it's so hard to shed that reputation.
Today I accompanied the girls for the first time to the land of 1,000 fables. We spent half the day there. First we played with Thumbelina, then with Barbarossa, who proved quite the charmer for a brigand and pirate.
I'm beginning to suspect Isabelle de Roquefort wrote in her diary after taking a powerful hallucinogenic. Cannabis rudelaris, for instance, or...
Shh, don't interrupt. I tip my cap to Master Artorius Figo for his achievement. He has proved he has no equal in the arcane arts.
Wait, Artorius was the court mage here, a specialist in illusions, which means...
Regis, last warning. Stop interrupting or I'll seat you in the corner. The girls told me if I ever wish to visit alone, I need but crack open the land of 1,000 fables and utter out loud the incantation, Expecto Ludum.
A book as the key to an illusion. My, this grows more interesting by the minute.
Mages sent by the Conclave arrived today. They came to examine Siana. I cannot know what conclusions they drew, but His Grace now seems clearly upset.
Curse of the Black Sun. There's no doubt then that she was diagnosed with the syndrome symptoms.
Or had that label planted on her. It goes on. I dared ask the Duke what would become of the girl. He did not reply.
Un attimo solo, scusate. Eccomi qua.
I tutored the girls in Nilfgaardian today. Siana applies herself so, though she has great difficulty memorizing new vocabulary. Lady Henrietta seems more gifted in this regard, yet also prone to impish behavior. When she thought me out of earshot, she called me a blood accuser. She and Siana laughed so hard they almost choked. Blooda is damned, or cursed. What's Cusa?
In the melodious tongue of our none-too-friendly neighbours to the south, the word describes the many-petaled flower that blooms in that place we so unmelodiously call the crotch.
Realize this might sound improbable, but maybe, just maybe, Anna Henrietta tossed Siana into that illusion.
Not impossible. She would be safe there, and isolated. We must see.
Allora, c'era quell'altro libro qua.
Is it? Let's see.
Però c'era anche quel libro là.
Expecto ludum.
Oh. Mi è crashato il gioco, non ci credo. Scusate un attimo che devo rimettere a posto una cosa qua. E incominciamo anche con i crash. Prima volta. Scusate per questo inconveniente, ripartiamo subito. Guardiamo se è ripartito nella live. Dovrebbe essere ripartito, credo. Guardiamo. Sì, è ripartito, perfetto. Scusate per questo inconveniente, ma è crashato il gioco. Tocca rifare tutto da capo. E sono bloccato qua. Oh, grazie. Togliti i coglioni, vabbè. Torniamo qua.
Nope, empty.
Dai. Mi dispiace per questo inconveniente, almeno... Oh, e corri.
Well, a key tucked behind a picture. A tin knight.
A rocking horse, rather worn. I suppose it got a lot of use.
Nothing under the carpet.
Did you expect something? Apart from the dust swept under there by lazy chambermaid.
Miniature tableware. And plush toys. Cute.
Mirror on the wall. I despise these things.
Nice tune.
Indeed, pleasant. It's a shame the mechanism's damaged.
Vedo questo libro qua. Fammi vedere il libro. Ah no, non fa niente. E non c'è niente.
What the?
I'm not.
Vabbè, qui salto,
See,
tanto l'ho già letta.
I curse of the on it by the his to first.
I'm beginning. Shh. Wait.
Read it. The girl.
A book as the key to earning.
Mages, I can't or he did. I tutored the girls in Nilfgaardia. Sienna applies herself so, though she has great difficulty memorizing new vocabulary. When she thought me out of earshot, she called me a
In the not in.
Where's
Allora,
that
qui
book?
questo libro non mi fa niente, ok. Però qui c'è qualcosa alla bambola, apriamolo. Ok.
Is it? Let's see.
Qui c'è la gente che sta facendo i fuochi d'artificio, ancora non capisco come mai ultimamente abbiano voglia di fare sempre i fuochi d'artificio, ma vabbè. Abbiamo anche sta gente.
Expecto ludum.
Eccoci qua.
Regis? Regis!
Oh, sono solo.
Land of 1,000 fables. Incredible. Let's see where this road takes me.
Cos'è la strada del mago di Oz? La strada dorata.
Eye of Nahelene is going wild. Whole land's an illusion. It's so powerful there's no way to dispel it.
Ci vado in giù. E io faccio tutti i giri, che se ne frega. Ah, ma mi riporta di qua, ero lì prima. Ma che cazzo sono sti lavori? C'è villaggio di Grieg. Se vado qui ci sono delle porte, se no non c'entro. Vabbè, troppo nani questi. Vabbè, andiamo di qua, seguiamo il coso qua, il ruscello. Qui si può raccogliere della roba. Dove cazzo va di qua? No, io vengo di qua. Ah, di qua. No, io sono venuto di qua. Ma che cazzo? Sto perdendo. Allora, o vado in su. Mi porta da questo ponte e qui c'è qualcosa da raccogliere. Oddio, che? Ah, sto stronzo. Ah, ma non c'ho più le pozioni, porca puttana. Ai 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 ai. Merda.
Damn it. And this is a playground for two little girls? Something's not right.
Sì, però voglio rifarmi il decotto. Non posso farlo adesso. Puttana Eva, senza il decotto. Ah sì, me l'ha ricreato, grande. Mamma mia, me l'ho vista grigia. Allora, innanzitutto vado a curarmi con questa. Curami. E poi cominciamo a usare i decotti perché la vedo molto grigia. Infatti, come dice lui, è un playground per bambini. Allora, sono arrivato a piena vita ancora. Bene. Non sono bello avvelenato. Mi piace. Ecco, lì c'è qualcosa.
Bloody hell, let him out!
Voices.
He gobbled up my gingerbread! Now it's...
Che cazzo è che ride? Ma che è?
Hands off my hearth, dearie. You wouldn't want me to get cross. Then you open it.
Ma chi è la strega del mago di Oz?
A lost
Di Oz?
traveler? You're not supposed to be here, sweetie. Why, you're old. Old and pale. But never worry. A bit of butter, a bit
Ma
of
quello di
spice,
Pollicino.
and you'll make a tasty morsel.
Oh.
Just as soon as I catch you.
Dove sei?
Calm down. You cannot trust the fear of your magical floods.
E uno è andato.
No, a wild and a rotting carcass. Careful she doesn't douse you.
Come devo usare tipo hard? No. Come cazzo la tiro giù sta rompicazzo? Ma gli faccio una sega. Allora, proviamo a prendersela. Non me la prende. Ah, eccola qua.
Felicitations, Richard. It seems you've won.
Ho già rotto la spada. Comunque l'ho sfondata.
The Wicked Witch. You've heard of her, haven't you? Now, where did you put that key?
Listen, how'd you come by a weapon?
It's Prince Charming's. He no longer needs it. Here it is.
Thank you. She'd have begged me for certain if you'd not... Sienna? Is that you?
It's been years, Jack.
Have you come to play?
No, I just want your beans, so you can breathe easy.
Fagioli.
Beans. What beans?
Try not to interrupt. Well, Jack, where are they?
Sienna, I'm
Io voglio
sorry,
fare
but...
i fagioli,
I
quelli
haven't
del
got
gigante.
Something
Che
tells me
costruisce
you're
la pianta
lying.
gigantesca di
Perhaps you wish to
fagioli.
play the old games after all, hmm? This little piggy went to market. This little piggy went home, for instance.
I'm telling the truth. I swear it. Henrietta, she ordered them buried all over so you wouldn't be able to leave.
Where?
I don't know. But Joss, the boy with the thing for wolves, he should know. He sticks his nose in everyone's affairs.
He had better know. Because if not, I'll find you and we'll have ourselves a little talk. Understand? Now shoot. Ah, all right. So why is it you're here?
Per trombarti. Ah.
Searching for my lost childhood. Wound up at Kaer Morhen as a little boy. Don't quite remember how. Never had any toys. Never played any games. What do you think? Why might I be here? It's Dettlaff. He's trying to force Anna Henrietta's hand. Wants her to release you. Summoned monsters to attack Beauclair.
Sounds like Dettlaff, all right. But I doubt you came all this way just to bring me up to speed on current events. So get to the point, please.
Isn't it obvious? Offering to be your ally. We both want you out of here. You because you want your freedom back. Me because as soon as you meet with Dettlaff, he'll put an end to the chaos in the city.
You exposed me. I landed in prison because of you. Now you come to beg my help, I dare say. My life is full of surprises, isn't it? Well, normally I'd tell you to sod off. But, from what you say, folk are dying who have nothing to do with this. Not part of the plan. Dettlaff was only to kill those who deserved it. No one else. Fine, Witcher. I accept your offer. Consider us allies.
Un attimo che cambio le batterie della mia sigaretta elettronica. Adesso guardo cosa c'è da scegliere, un attimo solo. Ecco fatto. Ups, qua. E voilà, eccomi qua.
This place. Tell me something more. It's an illusion, right?
Yes, created by Arturius Vigo. Anna, Henrietta, and I would come here to play out scenes from our favorite fables.
Which didn't seem like she was playing.
Magical entropy. Without maintenance, the spell gradually disintegrates over time. It grows wild.
Your sister chose a dangerous place for your prison.
It's deceptive. Provided I don't provoke them, the fairy tale characters don't attack me. But you don't belong here, so you had best be on your watch.
Since you brought it up, the knights Dettlaff killed. What exactly did they do to you? Crespi, Dulac, Lacroix, Peyrac Peyran?
Not a memory I enjoy revisiting, but I suppose you deserve to know. When my parents disowned me, they ordered those very knights to escort me beyond the duchy's borders. All did so without uttering a single word in my defense.
Like you said, they had their orders.
But Crespi was not ordered to beat me unconscious with a horsewhip after my first attempted escape. And Dulac had no instructions to deny me food and abuse me.
Ooh.
I learned something then. Knights are not so chivalrous when no one's watching.
That explains a lot.
Shocked, aren't you? You must have thought you had me pegged. Before bothering to hear my side. Everyone does that.
Curse of the Black Sun. That's why you were banished, right?
Twisted princesses, mutants. I'm certain you've heard of us.
Even met one of you. Renfrey of Craden.
And? Was she truly monstrous?
She was cruel, that's certain. But what caused it? The curse or what she went through? Asking myself to this day.
You killed her, didn't you?
Had no choice.
Funny. Mum said the same when she tossed me out of the house.
So, what's with the beams? Mind explaining?
Certainly. But you must gird yourself with patience. There are two ways out of this land. My darling sister blocked one when she tossed me in here. The other's up there, in the clouds. She made it hard, but not impossible to access by concealing the beans.
Still don't understand.
Don't fret, just listen. That boy, that was Jack, of Beanstalk fame. You know the tale?
Sì,
Jack
infatti.
climbed a gigantic beanstalk to a giant's castle, high up in the clouds.
As we shall do if we can just find those blasted beans. There are 3. 1 red, 1 blue, 1 yellow.
Stalk won't sprout from just one?
No, because it must transpire exactly as it did in the tale. Clear now? So we must find Joss. Perhaps he will be able to help us. You lead. Joss can usually be found
Allora,
wandering
intanto ho
the
già rotto la spada, quindi devo ripararla. Allora, questo cosa ripara? 15%, 90% e 40%. Io userei questo e riparerei questo. Quindi adesso sono al 100%, questa 67%, e uso questa qua. Sa mai. Va bene. Però prima voglio vedere se mi dà qualcosa. Sta cazzo di strega, sì, buono. Oh, qui c'è qualcos'altro. Mutageni, qui cosa c'è? Non mi ci fa entrare, vabbè. Ecco il calderone. Dai, fa.
Bloodshed, a massacre, which is why we gotta hurry.
You needn't fret. Time flows differently in the Fable Sphere. We can stay here a week, but outside mere minutes will have passed.
Lì c'è quello lì, e qui cosa c'è? Ah no, la porta dove sono entrato. Quindi andiamo, vai. Da dove vado qua? Trova Joss. Dai, seguiamo la strada.
Watch out!
Oddio.
Pixies!
Oh!
Not the friendliest pixies I've met.
We're put here to protect the Fable Sphere from intruders, meaning you. This is no time to chat. We must find Joss.
Dacci loro sta pixie. Unicorn.
Oh, unicorns! We must catch them. We won't have to walk everywhere then. I call the pink one.
E qual è il pink one? Eccolo là.
Exciting, isn't it? Reminds me of my childhood.
Reminds me of something altogether different. Rather not.
Con gli Jennifer. Un mito.
None at all. This is grand. That's him. Joss. No, they're going to rip them in 6.
Venite qua, lupetti. Dove vai, scemo?
Relax, it's over.
No, it's not. There's more. Another wolf behind you. Ignore him. He always lies.
Aha. Boy who cried wolf.
Ah,
Still
perché
does,
diceva
I
lupo,
suppose.
lupo.
And doesn't when they actually appear.
The
E
one
quando
and
veramente
only.
arrivare, quando
Listen,
veramente
you
c'erano i
little shit.
lupi, la
Jack
gridata
said
dei
you
lupi e
know what's
nessuno è
become of his
venuto a
3
proteggerlo.
beans. I don't know anything. Not one thing. And besides, watch out. Wolves.
Come no? Ah, un bell'arcobaleno.
This'll be interesting. Right, let's get to it. Let's say for a minute you know what happened to the red bean. Where wouldn't it be?
For certain, no one swallowed it. Oh no, definitely not that. Of course not. But say someone didn't. Who would it be that didn't swallow it? A human. The most human in the land of 1,000 fables. Everyone! Wolves! Run!
Bet you haven't heard what happened to the blue bean. Maybe? Not at all? Right?
I've heard it lies about somewhere, out in the open.
Just like that? No one guarding it?
Nobody. 3 times over. Help! Wolves!
Boh. Non ci capisco un cazzo.
Yellow bean. Don't know a thing about it, right?
It's somewhere very, and I mean very deep. So deep, in fact, it's completely underground. And who has it? A bold farmhand, who in no way and not at all awaits someone. Not in the slightest. Good folk! Wolf! Say that word one more time and I'll chop you up. Feed you to the fishes. Understood?
Triste.
All right, we should go.
Watch out for wolves!
Ah, non l'ha mica ucciso.
Tough to talk to, that one.
Was it, though? You need merely remember he always lies. Or more precisely, reverses the truth.
Where to now?
I'm not sure. We should visit some of the other fables. The meaty ones, that is. Perhaps then Joss's hints will make more sense. It's just a few. Red Riding Hood,
No,
piglets and
come on.
bears,
Mi porge
Goldfinch,
lì.
and Goldilocks, of course. Then
Dice
Longlocks and a little lass who
Rapunzel e la
sells
piccola
flint.
fiammiferaia, no.
Fine. Let's get to work.
Ah, ma allora questo qui è il castello di Rapunzel. No, ma che stronzata. Cazzo, se pagano le quest qua.
Incredible. You must have loved this place.
I did at first. But children get bored quickly. Even tea parties with a whole cackle of princesses eventually turn dull and routine.
What did you do then?
Vediamo qui se c'è qualcosa. Sì.
Dropped a duck egg in the swan's nest once, that sort of thing. Stole the pea out from
qua.
under the princess.
Cos'è questa
Slaves to this
luce?
day, I
Dove vai?
think.
Dove vai?
Will-o'-the-wisp. Think it's got something to show us.
Careful. It's not to be trusted.
Ah, c'è una pixie. Dai, mostrami cosa vuoi mostrare, brutta coglionazza.
Night's strange. Doesn't look like he's out of any fairy tale I know. Wonder how he got here.
In past times, Henrietta and I would occasionally run into them here. You see, knights errant far outnumber princesses in the real world, so some knights would sneak into the playroom, then into this land, in search of their fairy tale damsels. That's all.
Only to be shredded to bits by a swarm of
Armatura di
pixies.
Tusson.
Iron's delicious.
Vediamo com'è. Allora, mi ha dato una bella spadozza. Più 13, buona questa, la Vitis, arma d'acciaio. Però dovrei inciantarla. Quindi, però è interessante. Questa, buona, che livello è? Livello 50, ah, ottimo, però così mi sembra pesante. Armatura pesante, Cristo. Dovrei utilizzare una roba come questa che me la trasforma in leggera. Vabbè, interessante però. Questo posso farlo, gli altri pezzi sì pure perché fa tutto parte del set e poi va bene, perfetto, dai, ottimo. Boh, dove vado? Allora Jay, guardiamo un attimo. Trovo i fagioli, vai alla casa della nonna. Se procede picchia la fiammiferaia, andiamo qua, dai, voglio vedere la piccola fiammiferaia. Perché anche nessuno le darà mai niente. Ah, le voglio far tutte, cazzo. Voglio troppo ridere.
This Longlocks tower?
Indeed. It's even taller than I remember.
Wait. What John said about the third beam, remember?
In possession of a old farmhouse, deep beneath the ground. Yes, this must be it. Let's go.
No. Voglio andare lì, voglio andare qua. Mi dice di qua, dalla piccola fiammiferaia. Voglio vedere. Ci sono le quest! Non ci credo! Fammi vedere, fammi vedere.
Contract from a goose.
Care for a sickle river? A bit of tobacco? A dab of fistek?
Remind me, what tale are you from?
Sold flints when I was a lass, but no one bought them, so I branched out. Now I deal in snuffs, puffs, all sorts of fun things. What'll you have, sweeties?
Magic beans. Do you have any?
If it's not the new name of some kicker I already have, dearies, then no. But maybe you'd like some.
Hey, where'd you get that ribbon? That's mine.
Is that so? Then why was it lying in the bushes? Finders keepers, sweetheart.
Give Sienna the ribbon. Why not, huh?
Sugar plum. The only thing I hand out for free is a first hit. To get them to come back for a second, of course. For all else, you've got to pay.
What if I asked you nicely?
Ask me nicely and I might play you for it. A round of cards?
Carte, Gwent? No, no, no. Il ribbon sta lì, eh. $500, dacci sua.
I'll pay you for the ribbon. This enough?
It's enough. Now go away.
Posso comprare altra roba? Che voglio vendere la spada? Ho usato 500, non mi rompo i coglioni, eh.
All right. Tell me.
What?
What you want in return. You're not doing this out of the kindness of your heart.
Don't want anything in return.
Thank you.
Ma io voglio vendere la spada, oh. Vieni qua. C'ho una spada blu che gliela voglio dare.
What is it, loves?
What have you got to sell exactly?
Like I said.
Ah, ok, grazie. Sì, sì, no, quella no. Questa e questa. Torneo di Toussaint. Che ce l'ho quella del torneo di Toussaint? Vabbè, fa lo stesso. Va bene così. 165, va bene. Ciao, andiamoci.
Wasting time here, Sienna. Let's go.
Incazzata, incazzata. Vabbè, allora adesso guardiamo una cosa, voglio vedere le quest. Oltre colline, no, il cavaliere affronta i vampiri che si aggirano per la città, pelle d'oca, vai alla casa dell'oca. Storia parla con Giappo che taglia legna. Incontra il mercante all'accappamento. Burocrazia, vabbè, soltanto una. Gioco al massacro, visita Corvo Bianco e scopri come sta Marlene, vabbè. Il ritratto del Witcher da vecchio, che attaccano la città. Vabbè. Allora, andiamo di qua. Allora, andiamo a vedere da chi possiamo andare. Vai a casa della nonna, quella lì è quella di Cappuccetto Rosso di sicuro. Vai ai 3 porcellini, vai ai 3 orsi, parla con Rapunzel. Voglio parlare con Rapunzel, dai dai dai. Rapunzel che? Qui non posso evocare Rossa, eh? No, poi lei non avrebbe il cavallo. Da sopra, sì.
We'll find another way up.
Guardiamo, guardiamo.
Could pull myself up here, and I'll have to make that jump.
If you say so, I shall wait down here if it's all the same. I'm in strong suit.
Un altro cavaliere.
Prince's corpse. Tried to free Longlocks, but fell and broke his neck.
Che bel arcobaleno. No, no, no! Ma che sono caduto anch'io! Oddio! Che coglione che sono!
Could pull myself up here, and I'll have to make that jump.
If you say so, I shall wait down here if it's all the same. Climbing's not my strong suit.
Prince's corpse. Tried to free Longlox, but fell and broke his neck.
Adesso evitiamo di far stronzate. Rapunzel è qui dentro. Ci sono dei bei saltini qua da fare, eh. Ancora. Vabbè, qui la torre è a posto. Oddio, questa è Rapunzel? E queste che cazzo sono? Cioè, si è strangolata, no, non ci credo. Si è strangolata. Che fissa. Facciamo giallo.
Here it is. Would have stunk to climb all that way for nothing.
Cioè, quindi lui aveva detto che era sottoterra, invece no, quello giallo era qua. Invece era su, non era sottoterra, era proprio in alto, sopra la torre. Ok, quindi aveva raccontato una balla. E di qua dove si va? Oh, sotto c'è l'acqua. Prima salvo, voglio vedere. Lì c'è l'acqua. Beh, questa qua non poteva. Grande Pino! Sì, dalla Spagna, grande!
Got the bean, but Longlox. Seems she got sick of waiting for a knight in shining armor.
Can you blame her? Men these days, dandies and fops all.
That why you cozied up to a vampire?
Detlef was a tool, and only a tool.
Too bad he didn't know that.
I trust no one. Learned that long ago. Now it's his turn.
To use him. Was that your plan from the start?
No. At first I was simply intrigued. Do you know the story? It was in Metina, a few years past. I'd gone there to pass some loot off to a fence I know. We were hashing out the terms when in walked Detlef. He said he'd come to sell a silver candlestick. He gripped it through a cloth. That caught my eye. I followed him out, observed him from a distance, but he caught on quickly.
Yeah, superhuman senses will do that.
Allora, come va Pino? Tutto a posto?
I followed.
Ti stai divertendo in Spagna?
Behind a crate, baring his teeth. I suppose he'd wanted to frighten me. Alas, he didn't in the least. After all, I'm a monster too, am I not?
What happened then?
We talked.
Qui tutto bene, qui sono alla fine di The Witcher in teoria, quindi stasera mi sa che lo finisco. Domani mi sa che parto con Castlevania 1.
Madly, deeply, unconditionally, wildly. To return such a feeling, anyone would be hard-pressed, let alone someone as twisted as I am.
So there came a day you just up and disappeared.
Yes. There is no other way. Let's just be friends, or I don't deserve you. He'd never have understood that sort of thing. But then, once I decided to return, clean up some old affairs, I remembered him and concluded he could still be of use.
E invece, ti diverti lì?
And either I'll get burned or I'll burn all else down. No other options.
Got a history with Dettlaff now, so this meeting will be different. Not afraid?
I can handle him.
Mm-hmm. Sure about that?
You look at him as a witcher and see a monster. I know what he's really like. You needn't worry. It's time to go. Just a bit more work and we'll be able to say sort off to this fecking fable sphere.
Beh, un fagiolo l'abbiamo preso per andare sopra, per creare la pianta di fagioli. Allora, vai dai 3 porcellini, non so dove siano, quindi andiamo dai 3 porcellini. Dai, di qua. Ah beh, è normale. Dall'Italia. E questo che cazzo è?
Oh look, the
Ancora.
He's come out to show off his new robe.
Absolutely stunning.
Ah, ce ne sono altre? Boh. Non hanno speranza. Qui cos'è questo posto? Pollicina! Figata!
You stepped on Thumbelina! That was my favorite tale.
No, l'ho
It wasn't
spiaccicata!
about a princess. Tales about princesses
L'ho
are insufferable.
spiaccicata Pollicina! Mangiato in ristorante italiano, uno spettacolo. Bene, bene. Ma che cagata. Ho spiaccicato Pollicina. Bellissimo. No, devo andare di qua, via. Mi dispiace Pollicina. Lì non ci posso uscire. Vabbè, allora andiamo di qua, dai.
Oh, the 3 little pigs' homes. You know the story, don't you? He's afraid of the big bad wolf.
Looks like Big
Qui
Bad's
c'ha delle
already blown
crepe.
down the houses of straw and sticks. Brick's the only one left.
Ma io non ho poteri magici. Guardiamo se riusciamo. Che io...
One big
Oh,
one is out in the
fatto.
open, guarded by 3 nobodies. Yeah, could be
Vedi,
it.
vedi, perché vi faccio la sorpresina. No.
Like that.
Oh. Sa che resistenza che hanno sti cosi. Venite qua che vi spacco. Uno è andato. Dov'è l'altro? Ok. Polvere. L'altro è qua. Cerca un fagiolo nella casa dei mattoni. È qua. Fagiolo blu!
The big bad witcher huffed and puffed.
Ah, non
and
so.
look, got a bean.
It cannot be.
What cannot be?
You actually have a sense of humor.
No, non mi caso io quello che ha detto, vabbè.
Why so shocked?
Well, when you arrived, all you did was pout and mumble things in that graphically monotone. And now this. A jest.
Domani formattiamo il suo computer e vediamo se va
Chatting
tutto a
away when there's
posto.
work to do.
Comunque, quella è
We must
l'ultima
keep
news
looking.
in cui siamo rimasti d'accordo. Allora,
So, do you like it here?
allora.
No, got a problem with magic in general. Illusions,
Adesso dobbiamo
portals,
andare,
all
andiamo
that.
da Cappuccetto Rosso, dov'è? A casa della nonna. E poi devo andare dai 3 orsi.
Don't
Ok.
trust any of it.
A bow of old-fashioned tastes, eh? I like that.
Altre pixie ci sono qua. Ah, ma sono una attaccata all'altro. Figata. Dov'è il cacciatore?
Doesn't seem to be at home.
c'è nessuno qua. Ah, perché non è questa. Ok. Oh! Sì.
A feather broken. It was a fight. A feather broken. It was a fight. A feather
Vabbè, io ne sono
broken.
venuto 3.
It was a fight.
Chi è che ha lottato? Pensavo fosse quello, invece no. Ancora sto
Did you
tizio.
like Anna Henrietta?
Do you jest? I adored her. My darling little sis.
Un
So
imperatore nudo?
adorable.
Vabbè.
So sweet. Yet when they banished me from the palace,
Ah, il pozzo e il lupo.
peek out of the window.
She might not have known. Maybe just couldn't. Hello? Can we talk?
Schwungwatch, my head! Damn it all! I swear that was the last time I drank with Redbeard. Oh,
Barbarossa.
Sienna, a bloody long time it's been. You've changed.
Whereas you, not at all, big bad wolf. Though it seems you've started running with the wrong crowd.
And who should I run with, eh? Thumbelina? One shot and she's under the table. But, what brings you?
Bevi con noi.
You could always have a drink with us.
What now? Not on your life. I can barely stand, I'm so hungover.
You know what they say about the hair of the dog?
Out of the question. And why must you drink? Do you wish to drown some sorrow? And I don't mean to pry, but you don't look much like a young duchess to me.
They stripped me of my title and birthright, then banished me. A family spat, let's say.
Cos'è, un
Listen,
po'
looking for
francese?
magic beans. Seen any?
I was given one for safekeeping, but...
Where is it? Talk!
Shh, not so loud.
Oh, I can be much louder than this. And resort to other means of persuasion.
Right there, the threats. Sienna to a T. Listen, I exist to restage a fairy tale. If you want to play at it,
Ci ha
I'll
rimesso
be
le
happy
penne.
to oblige. But it won't be easy. The thing is, little Red Riding Hoods popped her clogs.
What?
1,000 times they cut my gut open, filled it full of rocks and drowned me in the river. So once you stopped coming, I decided to repay the little imp for all her loving labor. But now what's at the bottom of the well, she and the hunter, which means we can't play, and I'm under no obligation to talk to you, not about beans, nor anything else. So leave me be. Sod off.
Ha ucciso il cacciatore del cappuccetto, un mito.
Wolf's pretty cranky.
Surprised? Think about it. He was cast in the role of the nemesis without ever asking for it. It's a dog's life, I tell you.
So, what now?
Don't worry. I'll play with him. Or rather, play him. I just need that little red hood. A piece of apparel, that is. Not the poor girl's corpse.
That's a relief.
You wish to help me? Here's your chance. Jump in the well and
Okay.
fish it out. Well, chop chop.
Chop chop. Muovet. Andiamo a vedere cosa c'hanno di bello qua.
All right. Time to jump in the well.
Break a leg.
Qui guardiamo dove sono. Non vedo un cazzo. Ah, eccoli qua sotto. Ho preso il mantello di cappuccetto, quindi andò sotto. Adesso mi tocca andare fuori. Tocca rifare tutto il giro. Dice qualcosa. Prendiamo. Prendiamo vediamo cosa c'è. Da dove esco di qua? Cazzo è l'asino e il cane?
Yep, look what I got.
That would never fit you. Give it to me. How do I look?
Sexy.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Let's go
Sono
see
un
the
po' yen,
big bad wolf.
Let me guess. You'll play the granddaughter.
And you, the hunter.
You again? I thought I was clear. I will not talk to you if little Red Riding Hood is not with you!
Not a problem. Sienna can take her place.
What? Very well. It's not as if I can forbid you. Granddaughter, come closer, sweetie.
But Grandmama, what big eyes you have!
Better to see you with my dear.
Granny, what big arms you have!
Better to embrace you with my dear.
And Grandmama, what big teeth you have. Eh?
The better to eat you with my dear.
Oh. È già morto.
Remember what Joss said about the red bean. A human has it, and he definitely didn't swallow it.
Gotta open his belly. Bottle caps, fake teeth, a corkscrew. Ah, here it is. Red bean.
No, voglio vedere i 3 orsi. Non ci vedo.
At last we have them all.
What?
720.
Now I find myself wondering if you're just horribly discreet, or if those mutations completely scrubbed away your curiosity. Are you really not interested in what happened? In what became of me after they cast me out?
Well, since you brought it up, I'd gladly hear the rest. Let's see. They'd escorted you out of the duchy.
Yes, and the noble knights of Toussaint, I didn't stop until we reached the Ketdu wilderness. They left me there alone, without a copper, in a torn lace dress, right when the frosts were setting in. They assumed something would eat me, or that I'd do everyone a favor and die of hunger. But as always, I failed to live up to expectations. I wandered the woods for a week, went purple from the cold, gnawed the bark from twigs. Finally, I saw a light among the trees. A campsite. They were bandits, bearded, drunk, spattered with blood. I was sure they'd rape me or kill me, or both.
Take it neither happened?
That's when I learned a robber and a murderer can be a better man than a knight in shining armor. They took me in, we set off for Nazaire, and I did what I could to repay them. I advanced in their ranks rather quickly. Eventually, I became their leader. Of the whole ragged band.
Been through a lot.
I have. And throughout this time, my sister was stomping grapes and shagging minstrels on down bedding.
She wasn't the one to banish you.
And I'm not angry at her for that. I'm angry at her because she forgot about me. Right. We've had our chat. Come.
Ah no, voglio vedere i cosi, Dov'è? No, no, voglio vedere l'altro. Dove sono? Ah. Aspetta, dov'è? Non me lo fa mica vedere. Legge la voce bestiale di Bruxelles. Ah, vabbè, tanto sono dei vampiri, cazzo me ne frega. Fammi vedere qui che cosa c'è. Allora, intanto io voglio andare di qua. Non mi rompete il cazzo, voglio vedere dove sono gli orsi. Troppo bello. Cazzo. No, questo qui è la casa, devo andare dall'altro lato. Oh, l'unicorno, c'è quello rosa. E dove cazzo è quell'altro bianco? No, non voglio mettere qua, voglio cercare gli orsi. Dove sono gli orsi? Qua forse.
3 bears.
3 stools, 3 beds, 3 bowls.
One a bit too big, the other too small, the third just right.
Dai. Ah, ho mangiato. Vai, via, andiamo. Dove è già andato? L'altro è andato. E anche questo è andato.
A bit more and I'll be free. At last.
Blonde curls. Rest of the body's too mutilated. Hard to say anything.
She got what she deserved, as I see it. Always took what she wanted without asking.
Quanto sono di peso? 168, va bene, va bene. Dai, andiamo, abbiamo fatto tutte le fiabe, bellissimo. Ah, ancora, sti qua. Andiamo di qua, va. Ah, qua devo andare a piantare. Ancora.
Right, this is the spot. Pull out the beans.
Ma come osi? Qualcun altro?
Wait.
Why?
The stalk will sprout abruptly. Very abruptly. We must be careful. All right, toss them.
Beh, mica tanto veloce. Sai che adesso mi arriva un cazzottone di una pianta.
Something's always gotta go wrong.
Ah, lo sapevo.
The home stretch.
Andiamo a trovare il gigantone. Dovrò ammazzare anche lui. Spero che i mutageni non siano finiti,
Incredible.
perché non c'ho più le vene. Adesso sarà il combattimento, immagino.
Admire the view later. First, we must deal with.
Ecco.
Him.
Ucci, sento odor di Witcher. Ah sì, ce l'ho ancora, dai, dov'è? Ma dov'è? Ah, eccolo lì. Il gigante! Cazzo è andato? Addio! Ma lui mi fa volare però, Però vai giù come il pane cotto, Ciao stronzo.
For a fairy tale creature, that was one tough son of a wench.
I told you this land had gone ape mad, though I did not expect it to be so severe.
Can't help thinking you might have done that on purpose.
Why ever would I have?
To get rid of your guard,
No,
your captor.
adesso secondo me è tutto a posto, secondo me c'è qualcosa con
We
Windows.
think you don't need me anymore.
Well, you're wrong. You still stand to be quite useful to me.
That's so? How? Plan to use me like you did Detloff?
No, I need you for a purpose far simpler.
Oh!
Now don't just stand there and stare. I need a man, Geralt, and I'm not afraid to say it. I have no idea what awaits me once we leave this place. Treat it as my last wish.
In mezzo alle nuvole? Non malo. Col corpo del gigante. Si vola. Boobies. Via via il coso di cappuccetto. Ragazza è andata. Bacio a Spider-Man. Maialona la tizia. E vabbè, è anche questa. Anche se preferivo la sorella, Troppo stronza, quella deve prenderselo da dietro e
Just
via.
gonna go our separate ways? No parting words?
Did you wish to tell me something?
Actually, it'd probably be best.
Oh my. No woman's ever treated you this way.
Not that I recall, no.
In that case, at last you felt what so many women in this world feel at times.
I just hope this tale has a happy ending. For me, for you, for everyone.
That may very well depend on you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing beyond what you heard. For now. Come. The exit's this way.
Torniamo al mondo reale. Yuppie.
Another will o' the wisp.
Dove mi porta? Guardiamo dove mi porta. Di qua, oh, c'è un sentiero. Oppa là. Cos'è? Una spada. Ma cos'è quella di... quello del gioco là, non ricordo più il nome. Quello che c'è la spada che serve per salvare che prende fuoco. Sì, è quella! Non mi ricordo mica il nome. È questa! La posso prendere la spada? Come si chiama? Che spada mi ha dato? Questa qua? No, questa qua. Livello 51. Così spada magica. Questa è ottima per la cosa, per il per spada d'argento, poi cazzo, per il set magico. H livello 51. Non mi ricordo quell'altro gioco là, è spettacolare. Qua dove si va? Andiamo, dove si va di qua? Lì Demon Soul, lì, quei giochi lì.
Just curious. Why do you want the heart of Toussaint and the ducal wine?
They were my right, my due.
Doubt we would have figured you out if you hadn't tried to get them. Know that, don't you?
I do. And I regret nothing. One lives but once. Here, we need but jump into the well. You first.
Nel pozzo? Qui non si può andare a vedere qualcosa, se c'è qualcos'altro. No. Chiaro. Vabbè, andiamo. Città in fiamme.
Portals in a fountain? Not terribly practical.
It was a secret passage. Henriette and I would use it to...
Hide from your governess, which luckily she noted down in her diary, thus I knew where to await you. Never mind that. Has the young lady agreed to help clean up the mess she's made?
She has. And stop treating me as if I were a child.
Would you prefer I treated you like the lying, manipulating you are?
Calm down, both of you.
But...
No buts. Let's go. Really want to be done with this.
La Madonna, altri 720 punti.
Nice place.
Isn't it? Offers a lovely view of the valley. On a clear day you can see the outlines of Duntine.
Is it, though? A ruin like any other, I think.
So sensitive. So aware. Honestly, what did Detlef ever see in you?
Perhaps he'll tell you himself.
You nervous?
Mm-hmm. It's always a bit nerve-wracking meeting an ex. Especially so when said ex is a vampire.
I doubt he'll be in the mood for jests.
I know. May I be honest? Yes, I'm nervous. I really would prefer just to run off. I gave my word I would help, I know. But how much is that worth? Yet I owe him this meeting. And that is that.
Let's get ready. Deadloff will be here any moment now.
Cazzo, con quelle veneni sono un tossicomane della Madonna. Però Zaka faccio un danno spaventoso. Eccolo! Sta arrivando via nebbia.
Ren. Sienna, I've a question I must ask you. Did you truly feign it all? That which bound us was a ruse?
Deadloff, it's not that simple.
Oh no, it's very simple. You either deceived me or not. In forgiving you, I grieve. For now, we must part.
Oh. What? But how?
Ma cosa è tornato dentro il mondo delle fiabe?
The ribbon.
Il nastro. Ah, è stato il nastro.
I've been fooled again. She will pay for this sooner or later. She will pay. You never should have meddled with her.
Un combattimento tra due vampirozzi spettacolare. Elder Vampire o Higher Vampire lì. No, per ritornare il gioco il che dici. No. Cazzo, colpiscilo, idiota. L'ha colpito. Tocca a me. Adesso ti spacco la testa, brutto stronzo. Sì, c'ho ancora la mia roba. Ce l'ho già distrutto. Sfigato. Oddio. Cazzo è?
Lords, start praying now.
Oh, la colpisci! Oh, ma che cazzo fa? Perché è fermo? T'ho segato le ali, brutto stronzo. No, mi sta succiando il sangue, oh, come cazzo osi? Oh, dove sono? Un'illusione o che cos'è? Cioè, sto combattendo dentro il mio corpo, che cazzo è sta roba? Via. Fuori, devo tirare su. Via. Dai che è morto. Oh, via. No! Quando l'avevo sconfitto! H ragazzi. So che non posso neanche più curarmi perché ho tutte le cose e ho visto che non mi rigenerava più vita. Dai, salta. Ah, devo rifare tutto sto combattimento, vabbè dai. Via. Ok. Ah, via, basta.
I want you just a last. Both of you! Desperate idiot. Silence!
Perché non gli faccio più nulla? Oh, adesso sto toccando. Questo qua che mi aveva fregato prima. Io.
Start playing.
Guarda che male che mi fa. Adesso mi sta recuperando la vita. Ah, io... No, mi sono bloccato! Cagare! Via! Ah, che male che mi fa, è pazzesco. Fa il culo, guarda. Adesso mi ciuccia il sangue, mi trasporta in quel mondo del cazzo. Qui forse era meglio il set magico. Vabbè, adesso vediamo un po' come farlo, stando attenti, perché io curarmi qua non ci riesco, lo colpisco ma non mi dà vita. Innanzitutto proviamo a vedere se riesco a prendermi una cura. Però c'ho il coso... Ah, posso mangiare il cibo, giusto, aspetta. Vai. Oh, aprimi. Cibo. Non me lo fa usare. Sono in combattimento. Grazie stronzo. Se vado nelle pozioni riesco a far questo. No, solo la tossicità troppo alta. Forse un'altra più piccola. No. Allora, innanzitutto devo riparare l'arma che ho visto che è già bella rotta. Va benissimo. Ma guardalo, non mi fa permettere di fare niente. Devo stare attento. Ah, cagare. Distruggere prima questo. Un po' di vita me l'ha data. Che cazzo è? Oh, via via. Oh, mi ha ricaricato la vita, grande. Via, via, via. Aia. Oh, t'ho fatto fuori, brutta sega di un mostro. Però sono un vampiro, non riesci a uccidere sto coso. Ah, ci sta riformando.
Leave him to me. Be gone.
I can't let...
I insist.
Vattene via. Settimane dopo? 52.
My, what a smashing ensemble. You wear it well.
Shut up. I look like a twit.
The caftan is sewn of the best fabrics available, and according to the best tailoring practices. But one must have a modicum of taste to appreciate this. Even the most exquisite robes cover only deficiencies in beauty, never in refinement.
Usually wear something different, better suited to my trade. Got nothing against this particular outfit, though. Just don't exactly feel comfortable in it. And I despise formal occasions.
Nothing one can't get accustomed to. Now, be so kind as to stand still. All that being as it may, Toussaint's highest honor, the Order of Vitis Vinifera, demands appropriate attire. The Duchess cannot be expected to drape the medal on a suit of armor caked in mud. Palace protocol places enormous emphasis on form, virtuous tradition, etiquette.
Huh. A tradition which values appearances ahead of all else. Which calls for lordly, glistening triviality and misplaced generosity.
La voglio mettere.
Sound wistful. Pensive, Regis. That because they refused to buy you a new outfit?
Hardly. It's the tone I ever adopt when I find myself pondering, which, believe it or not, happens quite a lot. Besides, I've no need for a new outfit as I shall not be attending the ceremony.
Why not?
Because unlike you, I don't have to. I shall begin to pack my belongings instead. I trust you'll join me later, once you're richer by a medal and a fascinating new experience?
Count on it. Ceremonies, medals honoring virtues. Just
Come
keeps
cazzo
coming up.
sto? Con le braccia.
I've had
Gorilla
no
sembra.
reprieve either.
Ok.
And I keep thinking of the last great virtue, compassion. It's the one piece of the puzzle that never seemed to fit.
Mean you suddenly believe the 5 virtues theory, after all we've revealed?
It's not a question of belief, superstition, or old wives' tales. It's a conclusion derived through exercising pure logic. Siana planned everything in advance. Had we not stopped her, surely there'd have been a 5th victim. One the gossips would have associated with a lack of compassion.
Her plans don't matter now. Can't act on them. Ask the messenger who delivered my invitation to the ceremony. Siana's in the palace. Courtiers pressured the Duchess to lock her in a tower.
Do you care not a whit who else was in her black book? We've some time before the ceremony. We could still chat with that boot-cleaning urchin. He was the one to pass the victims' names to Detlef. Perhaps we missed something.
Regis, Bootblack didn't say anything about making deliveries when we talked to him. How do you know he handled the letters?
While you basked in glory and tried on new formal wear, I conducted a little investigation of my own. You'd be very proud to see how I conducted myself. I began by concocting an ample supply of boot wash for our enterprising young friend. I'd observed that among street folk, amidst their society as a whole, reciprocity takes precedence over all other codes, and thus no good deed goes unrewarded. Of course, the same holds true for malicious or destructive deeds.
The letters. What's the connection?
When the bootblack arrived to collect his bucketful, he hinted he knew more. Simply put, we'd failed to ask the proper questions when we chatted earlier. It took a bit more tongue-loosening, but ultimately he spoke. He admitted he'd handed Detlef the letters. He knew this information was valuable to me. In providing it, he was simply repaying me.
All in all, why not check up on that? We'll go together, assuming we're done here.
I am done, yes. It lies in your hands now to see if you are able to present my handiwork at the ceremony with the dignity it is due. Or if you will first destroy it, crawling about the city's underbelly.
Promise to be careful.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's the swordsman. Good to see you. Here for a spiffing? Dirty boots are a stain on professional dignity, you know. Step on up.
Need to ask you something.
Yet again? Go on then. I'm a proponent of free speech and I will gladly tell you all I know. But why not get your boots shanked while we jabber?
Guess they could use a spit and polish.
Then I shall take advantage as well. A friend of mine used to say boots should be as clean as the soles that wear them.
Clean boots, clean soles. A fine slogan.
How's business?
Well enough. I can't complain. Though it'd be even better were certain folk to sit down for a shine as they stood and chatted.
Man in the frock coat. You passed him some letters, remember?
Why, of course. I'm young, got a mind like a steel trap, but...
If you're about to tell me this information will cost me, forget it. How'd you get those letters?
Beggars brought them.
Why didn't you tell us this before, when we first talked?
You didn't ask about beggars now, did you?
Beggars. Tell us more about them. How many were there?
Why, 4. 1 for each letter.
Just 4? Sure you didn't get a 5th?
I can't count, you know.
Remember anything else? These beggars have anything in common?
What? Come now. Each was different. Some had mismatched boots, others had no boots at all. Oh, I know! They all had no home!
Kid, my patience is starting to run a little thin. Now think hard. Where'd they get the letters? They picked them up? Get them from someone?
I don't know. They'd come, hand me a letter, and walk away. I asked no questions.
Geralt, allow me to ask a question. Listen, lad. I'll be glad to mix another batch of that bootshine for you. But you must focus now and tell us all you know. Where can we find the beggars?
Well, at the shelter, most like.
Where's that?
Everyone knows. It's just round the corner. Up those stairs, then right.
Thanks, kid. For your trouble.
A
You must visit the
cattone.
shelter. Look around inside.
Ah, sono pieno. Perché sono pieno su 100... Ah, 171, vabbè, mi tolgo qualche schifezza del tipo, beh, questa me la metto su. Cosa potrei togliermi? Tipo questa. E poi guardiamo le pelli, che a me tanto non servono. Dove sono le pelli? Qua. Dai, carica. Ho raccolto le pelli degli orsi, dei lupi. R. Ole, bene. Fai vedere un attimo. Oh, la maschera me la prendo, vaffanculo. 169 va benissimo. Dai, andiamo a vedere. Di qua. Salviamo. Vai.
You? What do you want?
To talk.
Here, that's a waste of breath. We've tried it, only to tire our lips. We'll use other means of persuasion now.
Gentlemen, calm, please.
Either get out along with these flea-ridden vagabonds, or we'll toss you all out. Our patience is gone. This place is no longer a rank refuse dump.
Scram! Decent folk live here.
Decent folk you mention. Mean yourselves?
Why? Do you doubt it?
Hell yes.
Hear that, Artois? He poking insults us. On our own turf.
We should step aside, good fellow. My friend is perfectly capable of settling this unfortunate dispute on his own.
No.
Not my spirit, this willingness, my flesh is weak.
Che cazzo è andato quello lì? Oh. No, dove vai? Ma che palle. Aio, vaffanculo. Uno è andato, vai. E l'altro è andato.
All right. I can take a hint. Come, time to go. I thank you so much for your aid. I tried to reason with them, but they'd have beat me blue had you not come along. I'm grateful. Immensely.
What did they want from you?
They are neighbors. Wish me to take my folk, the shelter, elsewhere. They dislike that I help the beggars. I do not oppose going elsewhere, were we to have somewhere to go. But you've come with a problem, have you? My turn to aid you.
Need some information. Looking for a man who might have mentioned the bootblack in Rue de Garl.
The bootblack? A feisty lad. I know him.
Any of your, wards supposed to meet him recently or soon?
Forgive me. Those I help and I are not so close that I would know. But should you wait, they'll all soon come for their meal. You can question them yourselves.
Thanks. We'll wait. Nice of you to let us.
My dears, I've a matter to address before I serve this soup. These two gentlemen have some questions of you. Pay attention. Answer in brief. For if you draw it out, your soup will go cold. And we wouldn't want that, would we?
Recently, 4 of you delivered sealed letters to the bootblack. I know this.
Does anyone know what the gentleman means? Go on, speak up. Romain?
Why should I squeal? We were all told not to mention the letters. We all swore.
You can tell me, Romain. You were given a letter and you delivered it, right? Good work, Romain. Thank you. Who else?
I got one too. Gave it to the bootblack. And Freshy, he got one. But he can't tell you, as he's not here.
I still have mine. I'm to deliver it 2 days after the Feast of St. Barnabas.
It's a matter of importance to the Duchy. Hand it over, or I'll take it from you, plain and simple.
But I was to deliver it personally. Let no one else see it. That is what she said, and she was frightening.
You ought to heed folk who are kind and honest. These men helped me a short while ago, helped all of us. If this individual threatened you, you need not keep the promise you made.
All right, take it. I didn't want to see the bootblack anyways. It's always muddy there.
Damn it.
What is it? Another name, truly?
See for yourself.
Immagino la sorella. Quella stronza. Invece
I must say, even I did not expect this. This time you will see to our Duchessa. It seems we
la Duchessa. Sapevo.
Judging by this, Detloff was literally supposed to tear her heart out.
Yet first you must snap her neck. Puzzling.
Puzzle complete now?
Alas, the matter ceased to be a tantalizing brain tease and has turned incredibly grave. We've proof of a plot to assassinate Toussaint's ruler. We've proof of a coup d'etat.
Duchess was to be Detloff's last victim. Sienna planned it from the start.
Indeed. The logical conclusion, Geralt.
4 seemingly random victims to start. The virtue's their only link. Enough to get folk talking about a righteous, vengeful beast. Obscured the victims' links to Siana, even as she had those she despised killed off one by one, leaving the Duchess for last.
Had she managed to fulfill her plan, none would have questioned the reasons. Most would have thought Anna Henrietta had died for her sins. She was known to show a hard heart on many occasions. Ample proof of a lack of compassion.
Why would Siana murder her own sister? Out of envy? To take power? From an inborn penchant for evil?
Yes, yes, and yes. All seem likely, and none are mutually exclusive. But if you'd like to know for certain, you could always ask her yourself.
Think it's a good idea? After all, we foiled her carefully planned scheme. Think she'll even want to?
Talk to you? Would it harm you in any way to try? Some philosophers think empirical examination the sole path to knowledge. I believe you mentioned the Duchess keeps Siana locked up.
Courtiers were insisting on a harsher punishment. Much harsher. Think Anna Henrietta had to protect her sister from a lynch mob as much as she wanted to protect her subjects from a criminal. One way or another, she's locked away in a secluded wing of the palace, awaiting trial before a court of law. I'd need to get past some guards to see her. Coming with?
Of course not. I shall await you at Mare la Chaise-Longue. I'll not risk entering the palace after Dettlaff and his minions rampage. Besides, I vastly prefer the company of a simple mug of mandrake brew to that of the Duchess's vile sister.
So, said straight up, it means you're going off to get drunk because you hate Siana.
I've never been fond of categorical statements of that kind, but I admit I could not vouch for my behavior in her presence. She treated Dettlaff cruelly, caused his death in the end, and now this? Atop all that? No, Geralt. I will not go with you. I will await you at the cemetery.
Io potevo andare anche al cimitero. Parla con Siana. Chi è Damien? Parla con Damien. Io vado a parlare con Siana. Vai.
That's worth less than mine.
Ah, quella è la roba che ho fatto io, ok. Prostituta. No, vado a piedi, frega niente. Usiamo un po' questa scarpa.
Anna Henrietta.
You deaf or you deaf?
Usiamo un po' ste scarpe. Comunque credo che qui siamo giunti al termine. Adesso non so se lei verrà ucciso con un'altra prostituta. Vabbè, aspetta che mi ricallo, tanto devo andare qua. Esatto, questa chi è lei? Sì, l'altro è... Parla con Damien. Vabbè, io vado qua. Tanto salviamo, che voglio salvare. Dai. Ok, grazie. C'è nessuno? Non doveva essere protetta sta qua. Devo andare di qua.
Halt!
Need to see Siana, urgently.
In the matter of?
Want to talk to her. It's important.
Want to talk? Go see your gran at tea time. Not one locked up on the Duchess's orders. No doing without special permission. Period.
Found some information important to her case. Need an explanation, urgently.
Ah, fine then. You're that witcher who solved the murders, no? Then you've my permission, but only for a few minutes.
Promise to be brief.
E voglio vedere cosa c'è qua. Non mi rompere i coglioni. Ah, solo cibo, via.
The Witcher will speak with the inmate. You can take a momentary break.
As long as it's truly but a moment. Highly irregular, this.
Have you come to see how I fare? I'm fine, thank you. Artorius' ribbon worked wonders. It's a shame they took it from me.
I know who the 5th victim was supposed to be.
Goodness, you're simply a compulsive snoop. I'm in prison. Dettlaff is dead. Could you not just drop it?
Sienna, stop pretending you couldn't care less. I know it's an act, and it's really starting to wear. Why do you want to kill her?
For such an accomplished investigator to ask about the obvious? Come now, Geralt. Why do you think?
Se per l'invidia, perché ti ho voltato le spalle e ti ho dimenticata questa qua.
Because she turned her back on you, then banished all memory of you?
Bravo, Geralt. Yet another riddle solved, and your sick curiosity sated. Well, what now? Off to share your discovery with Anna Henrietta? No, she's no longer in danger, true. But she very well might add a little something to your reward.
Definitely gonna tell her. Not necessarily for the coin, though.
Then why do it at all?
She ought to know. If only 'cause you'll probably try to kill her again if she ever lets you out.
I probably will.
Hai pensato di perdonarla?
Perhaps, just for a second, you could stop dwelling on all the wrongs folk have done you, and forgive her.
Why should I?
For old time's sake. You loved each other once.
Please. I don't know who fed you that rubbish, but...
Read your governess's diary. You played together, were inseparable. Henriette'd get you into trouble sometimes, sure. But there were also times she stood up for you. When you had nightmares, only she could calm you. Time eats away at memories, distorts them. Sometimes we only remember the good. Sometimes only the bad.
If she loved me so, why did she wash her hands off me? Forget me, hmm?
Era una bambina.
Sienna, you were exiled when she was how old? 12? 13? She was a child. What was she supposed to do? Rebel? Organize a coup? Steal your father's seal and forge a pardon? She was powerless. Wiped you from her memory not because she didn't care, but because your departure was traumatic for her. She forgot because that was the only way she could handle the pain.
Ugh. You meant what you said in the Land of a Thousand Fables. You really want a happy ending to this story, don't you? Ah, with all of us living happily ever after. Go, Witcher, or they'll give your medal to another. And that would be a shame.
Farewell, Sienna.
Commander de la Tour would like to see you. Shall we go at once?
Let's go. Want to see him too. Damien.
Geralt,
Ah, Damien,
it's about time. Ready for the ceremony?
Cosa metto qua?
Got some important information. Anna Henrietta was supposed to be Detloff and Sienna's 5th victim.
You are certain of this?
Completely. Found proof.
Inconceivable. How could she? The murders, the mayhem she brought down on the city, were they not enough? She sought to strike down her own sister, her liege. Traitor. I must alert my men. Enlarge the Duchess's honor guard. Make certain Sylvia Anna is closely watched during the questioning. I'll see to it personally. I thank you, Witcher, for alerting me, and I appreciate your attentiveness. Let's begin the ceremony. Come with me. The Duchess awaits.
Non so se ho fatto la cosa giusta a dire quella roba lì. Però volevo avvisare.
In the guild's name, I beg your assistance, your enlightened highness. Without barrels, production will come to a stop, and it will be the end of us.
You lost them all in the fire. These are horrible tidings. Oh, we are most dreadfully saddened.
Yes, your enlightened highness all. Once the beasts had clawed their way into the warehouse, the whole place went up in flames.
I shall dispatch a palace guardsman to examine the site of the blaze. If things are, as you say, fitting compensation shall be paid from the ducal treasury.
Thank you, your enlightened highness. Your Grace, Geralt of Rivia has arrived.
My dear subjects, we come now to our next point of business. Of all the duties which fall upon my shoulders, as the ruler of this dominion, this duty is dearest to my heart. For now, we shall award the Order of Vitis Vinifera, Tucson's highest honor.
Geralt of Rivia, slayer of the beast of Beauclair, step forth.
Muovet qui, Cazzo ci fa quella donna?
Bestow
Gli
the
passo
distinction
attraverso.
upon the Witcher, who saved Beauclair from the terrible beast. Such is our desire.
Come l'ho finito?
May this symbol serve as a reminder to all that the Witcher shall forever remain a friend of Beauclair.
E lei beve.
In more familiar terms now, I thank you immensely, Geralt. Damien has your reward for you. After all, it was but a contract.
Thank you.
I have a small surprise for you, in addition. I give you
Oh,
more than a dozen barrels of Son Real, a wine normally reserved for the ducal table. The gustatory experience of a lifetime awaits. Are you content?
I am, and truly grateful, Your Grace. Sadly, I'm afraid I have to sour the mood. It's Sienna. She plotted to have you killed, Duchess. Planned to use Detloff. You were to be the beast's 5th victim.
This cannot be true. You're mistaken. You must be.
I have proof.
I do not believe it.
Oh.
In a moment I shall speak to Siana. Will you assist me? You returned my sister to me, yet what you tell me now I find devastating. I've come to doubt that I can judge her fairly. I'd far prefer to learn you're mistaken, Geralt.
I'm not. In fact, I'd recommend you be particularly careful around her.
You exaggerate, Witcher. She is my sister. I know well how to speak to her.
If my presence will help in any manner, of course I'll stay.
We shall now question a person implicated in the murders which recently ravaged our fair city of Beauclair. Captain de la Tour, show Sylvia Anna in.
Secondo me l'ammazza lei. Tipo ci avrà un coltello o qualcosa. La mando lì dietro.
The Witcher will take part in our talk.
The Duchess requested I be present.
You have committed crimes. Grave crimes. Yet you are my sister, and my heart does not allow me to treat you as a common criminal. Nor does it let me believe you sought my demise. My heart yearns to know you were swayed by the monster Dettlaff. You yourself would never stoop so low. Thus I have asked Geralt to advise me, as one impartial. I shall now hear what he has to say.
Bitterness consumes Siana. She had cause to resent many of the court of Beauclair. I know her reasons, understand them even. But I can't condone the actions she chose to take.
What is he talking about, Siana?
You know exactly what. I was forcibly exiled, remember? To your benefit. You knew well the throne would then be yours, though I was the elder. The ministers I can understand. They'd hated me since I was a child, thought me a poor prospect for the wife of a duke. I even understand our parents. I'd always sensed the problem. They simply feared me, for I dared to be free. That fabricated curse, it fell into their laps. A gift from above that brought relief. But you... your dagger hurt most. You were my Henrietta, dammit. My darling little sister. Now do you understand, Witcher? She betrayed me.
You were children then. You and your sister both had no control over what happened.
You're wrong, Witcher. She had control. Remember, dear sister, the day they banished me from the palace? Of course, I'd had the idea to pelt the Nilfgaardian envoy with fish bladders, which we filled with rancid suet on a lark, and which you set afire at the last to impress me, I imagine. And I admit, you did. Hit him right in his hideous bald patch. Never laughed so hard in my life. But when it came time to find the culprit, you said not a word. I took all the blame and all the punishment.
It's true. I did not stand up for you. I was too afraid.
The council was unanimous. They listed all my offenses. My flights from the palace, supposed acts of cruelty, inappropriate friendships. They cast me out, but you, the only one to understand me, you cowered in a corner, lifted not a finger to help. Not before, not after. You never tried to find me.
That's not true. I searched for you. sent out knights, gathered tidings from without. You did not wish to be found. Since the day you vanished, I have lived with the knowledge that I failed you. I'm sorry, dear sister. Can you forgive me?
Qui passo della gente. Mi ha fatto il solletico.
All in all, best part of the whole ceremony? It was short.
Perhaps for you, as you ducked out early. The others are probably just getting started. The drunkenness never ends in this quaint realm.
Not so fond of Toussaint after all, are we?
Oh, this place is like a strong wine, Geralt. Good in small sips. How do you find my personal brew? Not too strong?
Just right.
Credit the local mandrake of the Alrauna diavolis variety for that. The tubers which grow in this area's volcanic soil have an altogether unique flavor profile and display a remarkably uncommon dark brown tint.
Fascinating. All I can say is this batch turned out excellent.
Indeed. It might be wise to stockpile some roots for the future. Would you care to accompany me?
If you think it's a good idea, let's go. But I think you might be forgetting one thing. Fresh mandrake root of this variety is highly toxic, even to a witcher.
Ah, not a problem. I never forget matters of safety and hygiene in alchemy. Here, gloves and a mask. Don them, and you shall be in no danger.
Thanks. Right then, let's go.
Allora, devo mettere... Mi ha dato dei guanti, che non vedo. Qua. In fondo, probabile. Qua.
This moonlight makes me, oh, so dreamy.
Penny for your thoughts. Let me guess. Succubus twins?
No, I was thinking about, oh, how anything can look interesting when properly lit.
Even an old necrophage corpse?
You've not an ounce of refinement in you, have you?
Cazzo fa questo? Vabbè, prendiamo. Allora.
And if I were to add Jimson in the last phase, could be an intriguing blend, that.
Ah, qua.
Now, where'd that bloodsucker go? Won't be easy to track down. He's a vampire, after all. Damn it, where'd you go? Regis!
No, ho sbagliato. Hooch.
Those Bruxay, they called you a traitor.
Alas, we've a very simple code of honor, we vampires. So simple you might call it trivial. Either one is with us, unconditionally, regardless of the circumstances, or...
Won't let it go, will they?
They will not. Fortunately, we've another rule, an unwritten one, and just as trivial as the first. It is neatly summarized in the saying, out of sight, out of mind. That is why I must leave Toussaint. For a vastly long time, most like.
Yeah, I get it.
Let us make for my camp. I've an overwhelming desire to have another drink. Supreme bouquet. Firm, defined beginning, then develops gently, rising to a startling finish. Don't you think?
Not much of a connoisseur.
Then it is high time you started your education. After all, the Corvo Bianco vineyard is now yours. By the way, I left a gift for you at your new home. On the nightstand.
Thanks. Mind telling me what it is?
A trifle. That will nonetheless be useful should you need mutagens. Incidentally, have you thought about what you'll do with your prize? Shall you hang your swords over the mantle and take to pruning vines?
Sì, penso di fermarmi qui per sempre. Però dopo lui si ferma con Yen, non lo so ancora.
Know what? Think I just might. Come on now, don't laugh. Maybe not today or tomorrow. But one day I'll want to see what it's like. To just wake up every day in my own bed.
Oh, stop, please. Sounds so sentimental, my fangs have begun to hurt. Then what? Will you begin writing your memoirs like Dandelion? I can remember a night, not too far from here if I'm not mistaken. We hid in a cave while a blizzard raged all about. Does that sound at all familiar?
How could it not? We just set off to rescue Ciri from Vilgefortz.
Oh, our encounter with Vilgefortz. That is something I do not remember so fondly. But that first stay in Beauclair, far calmer than this one.
Seemed like a land straight out of a fairy tale back then. Its sole problem, cellars too small to accommodate all that wine.
Appearances, Geralt. Appearances, like Mamoons and Dopplers, deceive. So what did become of Vilgefortz?
Killed him. Sure wasn't easy, though. What about you? Any idea where you'll go?
Distance is of the essence. I thought I might venture south.
Nilfgaard?
Why ever not? The Nilfgaardians are a modern society. None there believe in vampires anymore. This fact alone could be very useful to one wishing to remain incognito.
Interesting point of view. I so don't feel like going anywhere. Sit here while
Finito! Bella.
So we shall, my friend. We have witnessed, and in fact on several occasions incited, many great and weighty events. After all that toil, I believe we deserve a bit of a rest.
That we do.
Che si guarda e sorride. Bello, 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 veramente un grande gioco. Devo dire, la storia centrale, bella, molto, con la Wild Hunt. Il DLC, spettacolare, lento all'inizio, ma poi da quando prende il fantasma, parte dal tuo corpo, si entra dentro il tuo corpo, ti fa fare tutte quelle stupidate, eccezionale. da quel punto lì diventa bellissimo il secondo DLC, Heart of Stone, e poi questo qua che è immenso, e ho tralasciato moltissime quest secondarie, un gioco veramente ben fatto, niente da dire, cioè questi della CD Projekt Red sono un gruppo, cioè una casa polacca, ma sa come fare i giochi, ed è un gioco ben fatto. Non ho niente da dire su questo, storie belle, veramente belle, anche questa qua di Blood and Wine, eccezionale. Ho scelto di dire che vorrei rimanere qua perché tanto ho finito tutto, non c'è più niente da fare in questo gioco, quindi ho deciso di dire che rimanevo qua. Poi soprattutto perché dalle ultime indiscrezioni rilasciate dalla CD Projekt Red hanno detto che vabbè, adesso stanno lavorando al titolo di Cyberpunk 2077, che quando uscirà lo giocherò subito, quindi nel 2019, spero agli inizi del 2019. Già adesso il gioco è completo, però hanno detto che hanno dei bug e roba del genere che vogliono mettere a posto. Comunque, dopo che uscirà Cyberpunk, hanno detto che lavoreranno su una nuova serie di The Witcher, però non avrà più Geralt come protagonista, quindi chissà, forse utilizzeremo Ciri, che è diventata la nuova Witcher, non lo so, vedremo. Comunque niente da dire, questa è stata, io ho giocato solo il terzo capitolo, questo qua, non ho mai giocato il primo né il secondo. So che esiste del primo, credo ci sia o deve uscire una versione rimasterizzata, da pensarci, non è male come cosa. Comunque niente, mi inchino perché ultimamente i giochi che stanno uscendo fanno veramente cagare. Adesso ho giocato a Castlevania 2 Lord of Shadow. Io domani incomincerò Castlevania 1 che ho già preso, lo incomincio domani, e poi finito Castlevania 1 continuerò con Darksiders 2, così che continua la storia fatta con che ho finito neanche meno di un mese fa di Darksiders 1. Comunque niente, a novembre uscirà Darksiders 3 che giocherò anche quello, vediamo un po' com'è, così che continuiamo la saga di anche di questo gioco qua. E poi dopo si parlerà di Cyberpunk, e poi vediamo se col pollo di incominciare Anthem, ma non lo so ancora. Sto ancora decidendo se prenderlo o no, comunque vediamo. Questi sono i titoli per ora, vediamo. Per il resto tutto lì. Io ancora mi inchino perché anche se un gioco del 2014 è ben realizzato e ben fatto, e anche come risorse non consuma niente, cioè questa è una casa che spacca il culo ad altre case dove tirano fuori dei titoli che non hanno storia, non hanno niente. Divertente anche il fatto lì della spada, lì non mi ricordo bene il nome di quel gioco là dove per salvare devi inchinarti sulla spada sul focolare, è famosissimo, adesso non mi viene mica in mente. Comunque era divertente come cosa. Quindi hanno messo anche queste cosine qua dentro, le varie favole, Rapunzel, i tre porcellini, Capuccetto, la fiammiferaia, la piccola fiammiferaia, la strega del mago di Oz, la pollicina, cioè stupidate però divertenti. Mi è piaciuta anche la facoltà di prendere in questo DLC, creare i mutageni ed evolverli creando nuove combinazioni, come avevo quella da mago, l'ho finito il gioco passando a quella dello spadaccino. niente, non ho nulla da dire, sono dei grandi, hanno fatto un grandissimo lavoro. Ed è questo che io mi aspetterei da questo qui. È un gioco del 2014, ma so che l'1 e il 2, l'1 è vecchio perché deve essere del 2006, 2005, 2006, massimo 2007, l'altro è del 2011, il 2 credo, se non ricordo male, 2010-2011. Non l'ho mai giocati. Questo è il primo gioco, come ho già detto, che ho giocato, The Witcher 3 assieme ai DLC, però ho sentito che anche il primo e il secondo sono eccezionali, molto lunghi, sono più lunghi di questo e anche più complessi, però cioè, bellissime storie, io non so cosa dire, hanno fatto veramente un capolavoro. Io con questo concludo e
Actually, I'd love to go home.
Quindi devo tornare a casa. Ah, vero, devo vedere anche quello che c'è qua. Ok, che cosa mi ha lasciato di sorpresa. Lo andiamo a vedere. Torniamocene a casa nostra. Dov'è? Adesso, qua, eccolo qua, corvo bianco. Cavallo sempre nella sua stalla, non ti stancare, lì c'è la cantina dei vini.
Master Witcher, some unknown individual barged into the residence. I resisted as best I could, but to no avail.
Who is it?
Alas, they did not do me the basic courtesy of introducing themselves.
Tavola ben bandita.
Unexpected as ever.
Jennifer.
And beautiful as ever.
Won't you even ask why I've come? Or how I found you?
Wouldn't get a straight answer anyway.
Quite true.
Used to bother me, all your secrets. Now I know if you have something to tell me, you'll tell me. Don't need to ask.
I missed you, Geralt. Madly. Come outside. We can hold hands and stare at the sky. Like some shitty two-crown romance.
Liking Toussaint so far?
The landscape's lovely and the towns are charming, no question about that.
But
the southern sun plays havoc with my wardrobe. To be blunt, wear black down here and you're pretty damn hot.
Might need to think about changing your color palette. Off-white and pea green, for instance.
And I'll wear scents distilled from turnips and daisies. I think I shall simply stay in the shade. And you'll bring me cool drinks. At regular intervals.
Ah, ecco.
Bring you whatever you want. You know, feels kinda strange having a home.
I must say I never pictured you owning real estate.
Was something of an accident, but I'm not about to complain. Yen, back then, before we fought the hunt, said you wanted to run away with me to the world's end. This vineyard, good enough?
Yes, although there's one thing missing.
Namely?
I shall give you a hint. It's large, white, has 4 legs, category taxidermy.
Oh yeah.
Unicorn.
The unicorn. Fine. You can bring it down here.
I knew you'd see things my way.
Brought quite a few books. Let me guess. Working on a new spell?
Not at all. These aren't grimoires, just pleasure reading. The Name of the Orchid. A widower for half a year.
Always thought you too busy to make time for something as impractical as pleasure reading.
Because I was. But now I'm not. A few weeks ago, I awoke to the realization that I know not what to do next. I have no plan. I have no goal. And you know what? I like that. Finally, I can stop thinking about politics and focus on what's important to me. Which is why I came here.
Ever thought this day would come? Me and you, peace and quiet. Bees buzzing, birds chirping.
I almost regret delaying so long before coming to you. I was quite the silly goose.
You have doubts? Though I imagine it might have been hard coming after me. Always were proud as a peacock.
Please, Geralt. I'm not like other sorceresses to feel that following someone means my wings have been clipped.
Ooh, watch what you say about your colleagues. Remember, it's an ill bird that fouls its own nest.
Well said, Witcher. You're not only handsome, but wise, too. I feel a bit like the cat that got the canary.
Yeah, and I'm... Damn it, you win. This time. How'd that start, anyway? Our duels and wordplay.
Forgotten? It was at a vernissage in Banard. You started it to keep from going mad with boredom. I remember finding your sense of humor both groan-worthy and somehow endearing. Never change, Geralt. I beg you.
So, talk again later?
Of course. I'm not going anywhere.
Adesso voglio vedere che cazzo mi ha mollato quell'altro là. Madonna, adesso mi tocca fare tutto il giro del cortile.
I once had a girl, should I say, she once...
Di qua. È qua. Questa è la lettera del duchessa. Se leggi queste parole significa che ho già superato i confini Toussaint. Tu hai trovato il tuo mutageneratore. Ovviamente puoi ribattezzare questo aggeggio come meglio credi, magari con un nome che rispecchi meglio le sue funzioni. Suppongo che la tua competenza in materia di mutageni sia di gran lunga superiore alla mia. Ho lavorato a questo apparecchio nel mio tempo libero, sono convinto della sua utilità, anche se ancora non ho avuto modo di testarlo a dovere. Di certo ti starei chiedendo a cosa serve. Come il nome stesso suggerisce, il mutageneratore è un generatore di mutageni. Funziona assorbendo energia elettromagnetica dai corpi, in questo caso specifico dei corpi dei mostri che uccidi, e quando raggiunge una determinata soglia critica trasforma l'energia accumulata in un mutagene superiore, dunque immagino tu possa farne buon uso. Beh. Quindi ho questa reliquia, che non so dove me l'abbia messa, intanto rimettiti questa roba qua, va. Agiccio. Sarà qui in fondo, eccolo qua. 3000. Sì. E questo qua consuma energia dai mostri. Vabbè, questo qui se volevi... Se uno vuole continuare a fare tutta sta roba qua, c'è questa roba qua. Ok. J. Mi sono rimaste solo le missioni secondarie, ma con questo abbiamo completato. Bene, come ho detto abbiamo completato il gioco. Finisco di mettere questa roba. Metto anche questa armatura qua. Faccio solo quello lì. Qui c'è una spada. e ci metterei questa e poi vado a mettere questa qua. Bene, così dovrei essere tolto dei bei pesi. Oh yes, perfetto. Io di altro non ho niente da fare e nulla, torniamo qui da Yen, proviamo a riparlare con lei. Aia. Spettacolo, eccola lì.
Can we talk?
Always, with pleasure.
Niente, non c'è più niente, perfetto.
So, talk again later?
Of course. I'm not going anywhere.
Benissimo, e con questo concludiamo la saga di The Witcher. Non ho mai provato Vento del Nord Superiore perché non ce n'era bisogno. E niente, adesso provo a fare così, che mi ha ricreato le mie belle pozze, sono completo. Salvo il gioco e... ah beh, poi potrei mettere anche dei punti. Anzi, io farei così. Potenziamo Euforia, tanto sti cazzi. Allora, questo qua, minutaggine verde maggiore, quello lì ce l'ho, però servono, ne avrei 6, cavolo, qui pelle mutata. Vabbè, farei questo, invio ricerca, segno rosso, mi serve questo, 2 di 3 non ce l'ho, 5 di 3, 2 di 3, però mi mancano i punti, perfetto, finito qua. Infatti me ne mancava un altro per sbloccare questo, ma vabbè, a questo punto utilizzerei, vabbè, li tengo qua e basta. Questo qui dovrei vedere un po' cosa fanno tutti, mi dovrei leggere bene e basta. Comunque, con questo abbiamo fatto il livello 52. Guardiamo in alchimia se posso fare qualcosa per creare qualcosina qua e guardiamo se riesco a sbloccare un altro di questi lavori qua. Ups. No, era qua, perché me l'ha chiuso? Bah. Benissimo, torniamo qua, guardiamo se riesco a fare qualcosa. Qui mi mancano i punti, qui mi mancano i punti e qui ce l'avrei, userei questo e vaffanculo. Te. Ah no, allora me ne mancano proprio di più di punti. Allora proprio ne servono 8 proprio, quindi devo sbloccare altri 8 di... Come faccio a sbloccarne 8? Se no 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 e 6. Vabbè. Comunque niente. Con qui concludo questa partita, salvo, comunque risalvo, che cazzo ci fa in piedi lì. E niente. Ci vediamo a domani con Castlevania 1 E vi ringrazio ancora per essere stati qui con me con questa avventura. Chiunque sia collegato è a Pino, divertiti in Spagna, ci vediamo la settimana prossima ancora qui sul canale di nox666us. Un saluto, ciao.